Hello there, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Right, so I haven't been uploading too much over the last couple of days, but Variant 7 has been announced, and I actually completely missed it. I only found out about the announcement in this morning stream, and yeah, we do have all the details surrounding it, and I'll give some commentary on it as well. So, first and foremost, like a very quick brief and rehash. So, we already knew that Variant 7 is going to be called Arachnid Action. We knew it's going to be themed around hero champions. And we also knew that there's going to be some sort of class requirements and restrictions. And now we do have the specific details on it. First things first, for those of you who are more thirsty for more condensed information, you will note that the rewards did not really change. We still have 25% tier 5 class catalyst. We have 3 tier 5 basics, which actually is quite decent, especially for me right now because I'm a bit short on them. Fortunately, no 6-star signature stones and only 5,000 6-star shards. But that's kind of fair. Like, I know that many people expected maybe a bit more from variant difficulty, but let's face it, variant difficulty is not really what it was when variants 1, 2, and 3 came out. And for many people, it's something that's doable in a couple of days with no items. Therefore, I still find the rewards to be some of the best rewards in the game for the amount of effort required, because there is a ton of value hidden in those rank up gems, even if they are aimed at 5-star champions, and you might not necessarily value the 5 stars as much anymore as you did before, but it's still kind of like free rank up crystals, let you experiment. And now with champion reworks, all of these 2017 and before rank up gems are just so much more valuable, because a lot of champions, as they are getting reworked, obviously are getting a lot more better. And I, for one, kind of like, I don't think this variants used to be, let's say, the top tier, top end game resource place. It's not quite that anymore. Ideally, I would actually love to see some sort of a difficulty above variant where it actually offers some sort of more 6-star shards, more tier 5 CC, and 6-star signature stones and things like that, and make it like really, really hard. But that's not variant difficult anymore, because as our rosters and skill level have progressed, the variant difficulty overall at large has stayed static or even declined. Therefore, I completely understand the rewards that are set here, and I'll still gladly take them. I'm not not as enthusiastic about them as I was, let's say, 2 years ago or a year and a half ago when the first variants came out. But I still like them a lot. I still like them a lot. It's just that my perception of variant quests has shifted quite significantly, because outside of 25% tier 5 CC, there's not really all that much you'd want. Like, there's very little 6-star shards, there's no 6-star signature stones and things like that. But again, it's a very fun, exciting piece of content overall, still for me, so I'm quite happy about it. Right, now let's check up on some more information that we do know. So it's gonna be separated pretty much identical as variant 1 was, except a couple of classes are mixed up. Chapter 1 right now is going to be skill and tech champions. It used to be skill and mutant champions. Chapter 2 is going to be mystic and mutant champions. It used to be mystic and tech. And chapter 3 is just like it was in variant 1, cosmic and science, but with the additional idea that it is only hero champions. So it actually kind of brings back the selectivity back to the point of variant 1, really, if you think about it, because by the time variant 1 came out, we had significantly less champions in the game, and overall champion pool, let's say, eligible for variant 7 at this point is about the same, I think, as it was when variant 1 came out. So that's kind of interesting way to look at it, I suppose. But we're going to have some global buffs here, and the first one is to basically rule out any non-hero champion. Reduces the damage done, even damage over time effects, by non-hero champions by 95%. Non-hashtag heroes can join the quest for synergies or support, but won't be much use on their own. So yeah, basically you can't do any fights with non-heroes at all whatsoever. I'm sure somebody's gonna record a video of using a villain just for like the kicks with a 25-minute fight or something, but hey, the general idea is that you can bring in any champion you want, but you can fight using only hero champions. which is fair enough. We have plenty of hero champions in the game. If we can take a look here, hashtag heroes. Whoopsie. So how many heroes we have? We have 119. So that's a lot of heroes. And then the second node is actually very, very interesting, which is going to make a couple of champions absolute cheese gods. Increases the ability accuracy of the player's entire active team by 10% for each hero present on it. And it is also confirmed to be it's not additive, it's anyways, doesn't work as a flat increase. English hard sometimes, my tongue twist. Doesn't work as a flat increase. So if your ability has, let's say, 50% chance to trigger, and you have one hero on your team, then instead of 50%, you're gonna have 55% chance to trigger, not 60. And for instance, if you have two heroes on a team, then instead of 50%, you're gonna be increasing the ability accuracy to 60% instead of 70%. So it's not additive; it just multiplicative, whatever. But it still helps a lot of champions quite immensely, and albeit some champions will not benefit from it as much as we would have hoped to. Now, a lot of hero champions that rely on RNG elements obviously will be working a lot better, like Archangel is going to have some extra juice to him, Gwenpool, so on and so forth. Some of the more interesting things that I look forward to possibly could be She-Hulk, because She-Hulk will be stacking Furies a lot quicker. Thor has the potential, I believe, if I will do the math right, to be able to guarantee stunlock opponents, and if not Thor, then Hulk definitely does, perhaps with the help of some additional synergies. So I do think that OG Hulk might actually be a very, very, very interesting cheese god option here, so to speak. So it's going to be interesting to see some cool interactions overall. But I think the node is not like OP, and I think it will open some interesting plays. So I'm very well happy with that. Obviously, Immortal Hulk, for instance, will work a bit better than he did. And just in general, a lot of champions. Hyperion could potentially be like a stun locking powerhouse. But I think even with 5 heroes in your team, you get up to 90% ability accuracy. So you need to find another 10% somewhere else on synergy teams like Quake and Black Widow, or some other ways how to increase the ability accuracy for Hyperion, and that could potentially be maybe key to a very, very good cheese option where you can infinitely level 2 stunlock opponents as well. And it will be very interesting to see what other additional nodes we have to contend with. Overall, I am definitely excited. I will be jumping in it straight away, because I do want the rewards as well. I do want the 25% TF5 CC crystal. I want the TF5 basics, I think, most at this point, because I'm in a significant TF5 basic drought. All in all, it looks interesting. Obviously, the only worrisome part about Variant 7 that is that historically Kabam has absolutely butchered any piece of content where they have hard-gated classes. If you take a look at Variant 1 is by far the most difficult and the most hated variant by many. I actually quite like it, but then again, there is no variant that I dislike myself. But when you look at 6.2, which has class gates, is notoriously hated by community, as well as 5.3. So pretty much whenever they do try to implement these class restrictions, they do screw up something. So we're gonna see how well this goes, because let's face it, variant content has been some of the most successful and popular content in the game, period. It is, I think, universally most loved, let's say, quest type in Marvel Coins of Champions, and with that, obviously, I'm also willing to give them a bit of a benefit of the doubt. Again, whenever I see class restrictions in this game, I kind of cringe a bit. I was like, I thought we were past that, but perhaps they can make it work. Perhaps they can finally make it work, It's, as they say, 7th time's the charm. But, anyways, just so you guys know, I will definitely be streaming it as soon as it launches, or within like an hour after it goes live. And I do plan to do it within a few days upon its launch, 100%. And then I'll be uploading guides, exploration guides, initial completion guides and all that other good stuff as I typically do. But that is about it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit all the buttons, and I will catch you guys soon. See ya.